Hey everyone, and welcome back to Math Tips with Mrs. Townsend. Today we're going to be using the 20-bead Rekenrek to solve word problems. Now today I have a special guest with me named Rody, and I asked Rody if he had ever used a Rekenrek before, and he said he didn't even know what it was. So I explained the tool to him and gave him a little time to explore it, and then I went straight into asking the word problems that you're going to see in just a second, and he caught on so quickly. That just shows the power of the Rekenrek. This video is also going to showcase a variety of problem types. I'm going to include a picture in the comments with all the basic types of addition and subtraction story problems and the grade level in which they should be mastered. Now, although one type of problem may not need to be mastered until second grade, it still should be introduced in the earlier grades for students to have experience with all the problem types. And then after the demonstration with the Rekenrek, I'm going to walk you through a website that is a great resource for generating word problems for all the various types. All right, Rody, so I'm going to ask you some word problems, and you're going to use the Rekenrek to solve them, okay? And I might ask you a couple questions about how you knew what to do or how you counted your amounts, okay?
Okay.
So this first problem is going to be an add to result unknown. The students don't need to know that. That's just for your knowledge, okay? All right, there were 6 catfish in the lake. 2 more catfish joined them. How many catfish are in the lake now?
8.
How'd you know that so quickly?
Because we had 6 and then 2 more joins, and 6 plus 2 equals 8.
Is there another way that you see 8 right there other than the 6
It's because
plus 2?
the red is 5 and then this is 3, so it's very easy to see it.
Okay, awesome. All right, white to the right. All right, this next problem is going to be an add to change unknown. All right, Rody, there were 4 caterpillars in the garden. Some more crawled in. We don't know how many, but some more crawled in. Now there are 6 total caterpillars in the garden. How many caterpillars crawled in?
2.
How did you know 2 caterpillars crawled in?
Because we had 4 and then we got 6. So then 4 plus 2 equals 6. Since red is 5, we just need to add 1. This would make 5. Then this white one would be 6.
Awesome. All right, white to the right. All right, the next one we're going to do is a take from result unknown. All right, there were 7 beetles in the garden. 4 of them crawled away. How many beetles are left in the garden?
3.
How did you know that?
Because we took away almost all of them, and so there were 7.
7.
There were 7, and then we took away
So you had
4.
7.
Then we took away 4. Then 7 minus 4 equals 3.
Okay, good. White to the right. All right, our next one's going to be a take from start unknown. All right, Ben had some pencils. We don't know how many, but he had some pencils. Okay. He gave 5 of them to Calvin. Now Ben has 2 pencils. This is kind of a challenging one. Let me read it to you again, okay? Ben had some pencils to start with. He gave 5 of his pencils to Calvin, and now Ben has 2. How many pencils did Ben have at first? Show me on here. Okay, so Ben had
7.
How do you know?
It's because they took away 5, then he had 2 pencils left.
Can you show me that? If he started with 7 and he took away 5. And then he had how many left?
2.
So that confirms our problem is correct, right? He started with 7, took away 5. He should have had how many left?
2.
2. Perfect. All right, white to the right. Okay, now we're gonna do some part whole problems. So remember, we're gonna use our top and our bottom for this, okay? So there are 5 cardinals. Show me the cardinals at the top. Okay, there are 9 doves. Show me the doves at the bottom. So there's 5 cardinals and 9 doves in the tree. How many cardinals and doves are in the tree altogether?
So I know this is 10, so it's 14.
That's awesome. So you knew 10, the 5 and 5 made 10, and then you just said plus 4 more is 14. That was amazing. All right, white to the right. All right, there are 11 bugs in the garden. We know that 6 are ladybugs and the rest are caterpillars. Okay, so can you show me the 6 ladybugs here and show how many caterpillars there would need to be for there to be 11 bugs in the garden?
Ooh, this one's tricky.
So you need 11 bugs total in the garden.
So we already have 6, so you need 4 more than 4 more than we need 4 more than how many will help on this?
No, you're doing great. Okay, so there's 6. We need a total of how many bugs?
11.
Okay, so do you remember this is 5? There's a way you can get to 10 quick?
And this.
Okay, so now we have how many total?
11.
Okay. And how many bugs do we need?
0.
Well, added to that, but we need a total of 11, right? So there's our 11. So we knew 6 ladybugs, so that means there were how many caterpillars?
5.
Very good. All right, white to the right. All right, this is gonna be our last one, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mike has 10 pencils. So you show Mike's pencils here. George has 6 pencils, so show George's pencils here. How many more pencils does Mike have than George?
4.
You knew that so fast. How did you know that?
Because I looked right here and then these were lined up. So then he had 4 more because there's 4 more on this side than this side.
So you're saying that these match right here.
Yeah.
These were the same amount, so you look to see how many more were on this rung than this one.
Yeah, and there was 4 left.
It was 4 more, yeah. Awesome. All right, white to the right. Great job solving word problems today. Was that easy?
Yeah.
Awesome. As I mentioned earlier, I want to walk you through a resource, a website that was shared with me that generates word problems for you for each of the problem types. So if you go to gregtangmath.com/word problems, gregtangmath.com/word problems. Okay, it's gonna look like this. So you have your options here on the side. So for operation, you have either add and subtract or multiply and divide. For our purposes for this video, we're gonna select add, subtract. Then you have your problem selection. So that's gonna be add to, take from, part whole, compare more, compare fewer, or you can select random. Okay, let's do part whole. And then your unknown is going to be what part of your problem you want to be the unknown. So do you want it to be your total? That's unknown. One of the add-ins, both add-ins of your part whole, or you can also select random here. Okay, so we're going to say our total is our unknown. And then for how many you want to generate, you can generate just one word problem or you can generate a list of them. And then for the range, you can have your numbers between 1 and 10, between 1 and 20, 1 and 100, or 1 and 1,000. So let's just do numbers between 1 and 20. Generate. So you can see here it generated one word problem for me. There are 7 tigers and 13 bears in the zoo. How many tigers and bears are in the zoo all together? That's a part whole to unknown total. Okay. If you want to do a list, so let's say we want to do take from, we want the start to be unknown, and we want a list, and we're going to keep it for
the range numbers 1 through 20. Generate, and you can see that it generates a list of 10 problems, 10 word problems that take from start unknown. So this is a really great resource for you if you want to just quickly get a word problem that is a certain problem type, or you want to make sure you're covering all the different problem types. This is a really great resource that I hope is helpful for you. So thank you for joining again. Feel free to like, share, comment any questions you may have, and I will see you next time.